where mere civilians cannot, like it's a cop Rorschach test or something. The dark splotches seem to indicate a fair amount of bleeding took place here. Gillespie is more talkative than usual, without any of his Willie-hating superiors within earshot. He tells me that someone called 911 last night, just before midnight, to report some kind of row in the park. By the time the cops got there, they didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I wonder how hard they looked, but what the hell, there was no body, and the way the residents have been offing each other of late, nobody is good news. The opioid plague that's upon us doesn't yield the body counts that crack cocaine did in its heyday. Most of the poor saps on that shit are more likely to wind up dead themselves, rather than shooting innocent bystanders. Still, we do all right, homicide-wise. 40 Richmonders were illegally deprived of their lives last year, in a city of a little more than 200,000, and we're on pace to blow past that by August. It wasn't until early this morning that a jogger, cutting through the alley, noticed the stains on the bricks. Still, there isn't much to go on, Gillespie tells me. Yeah, it definitely is blood, but where's the knife? And where's the body? We looked all over the park, he says, and there ain't no body here. Nothing in the alley either. Some guy said he thinks he saw 2 or 3 guys out here and he heard somebody scream. They've checked the hospitals, and nobody's come in with knife wounds in the last 15 hours. Nobody's shown up at the morgue wearing a toe tag after somebody used him for a pincushion. Gillespie shrugs. What are you going to do? See if the deli sells donuts, I suggest, to which he suggests something else. Well, what the fuck? At least I got out of the office for a while. I wander back out to Strawberry Street and wonder if the deli sells anything as vulgar as Miller High Life. It's after 4:30 when I check back in at the newsroom, barely smelling of beer. I tell Sally what I know, which might be worth a short inside the B section. It wouldn't be worth that, but the Fan is not a place where people have to clean blood off the brickwork very often. You usually have to go to less gentrified districts for that. Most of the crime news out of the Fan involves Virginia Commonwealth University students wandering around alone in the wee hours of the morning, drunk and or texting with signs on them that say "mug me." And anyhow, Scuffletown Park is too far away from VCU to get much of that business. Somebody will show up, dead or hurt, she says, or they won't. I make a note to check later on that alleged knife and go about my business. The newsroom is practically empty this late in the day. Much to my chagrin, though, the publisher makes an unexpected appearance, walking around a corner and surveying his empire. He occasionally seems to want to get to know his staff, and I'm about the only target in his sight today. He heads toward Sally and me. Shit, Sally says. I concur. Newspaper publishers come and go with alarming frequency these days. Papers get sold. Sometimes rent-a-publishers step in until whatever bevy of bright-faced young pirates who have bought us for a quick profit strip us and flip us. We are in the hands of Media World, which in turn has put us in the prayerful hands of Everett Castleberry. Castleberry was named in December, and he already has left his imprint on our beleaguered publication. He came here from a small daily in Florida. He is 35 years old, with blonde, thinning hair. He likes to run marathons. He is not married. He likes to say he is married to the news business. We would like to file for divorce on the grounds of irreconcilable differences. Everett Castleberry is a Christian, in the worst sense of the word. Don't get me wrong. Some of my best friends go to church on a regular basis and seem to adhere to the golden rule as long as it doesn't become too tedious. Hell, Sam McNish has even managed to lure me to the Lord on Sundays occasionally, which is really a sacrifice. Church or brunch? What would Jesus do? But Castleberry takes it to another level, one that seems to force that old-time religion into a shotgun marriage with right-wing, my way or the highway, Jesus loves business politics. He's a graduate of a university that believes the universe was created 6,000 years ago. Evolution is just a crazy, atheistic theory, and men are ordained by God to tell women what to do with their bodies. And yeah, unions and a fair minimum wage are the work of the devil. Part of his pro-business mindset is the belief, hardly approved all the way up the media world corporate ladder, I'm sure, that newspaper reporters and editors